Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Gamestack Podcast, right here on We Just Love Games Network. I'm your co-host, Fendertron. Joining me this evening is Shalene. Hello, Shalene.
Hello. I just caught this amazing
She's playing
lobster
Pokemon
thing.
Go. She's playing Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sort of a lie because technically Archon caught it because I panicked. I didn't want to lose it, so I handed the phone over.
You guys are so addicted. How long have you been playing Pokemon Go now in this second stint of Pokemon Go?
Has it been about a month now that we've been playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, we've been playing Pokemon Go for the past month like it was 2016. And it's been amazing. It's been so good.
Just living your best pre-pandemic life, trying to rekindle that freedom that you once had, just walking down
We're
the
just
street.
walking into light poles.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been amazing. So good.
How are you doing, Shalene? It's nice
I'm
to
all
see you
right.
back. We've been so we haven't done a show for a few weeks now because you've been away on holidays. How was your
I wasn't really on holidays.
Oh.
No, I was working and doing stuff.
Oh.
I haven't had like a break in a while, but I did go to a conference last week, and at this conference, you know how you go to these professional conferences and like they give you bags of free stuff, right?
I love conference swag. Yeah.
Yeah, and they give you like Post-its and letter openers
Pens.
and pens. So many pens.
Pens are the best. Pens and bags are my favorite always.
Well, I went to this conference and I sign up and they give me this ticket and tell me like, okay, Taz is saying there's no sound. Can you confirm in studio producer if there's sound?
Please confirm.
There is no sound.
Really?
There is no sound. Yeah. So we're going to want to start again.
Okay, what's going on here? Crapola on a stick. Let me.
And I'm going to need to edit this one. And I'm going to try and actually remember to do it.
Speakers.
Instead of just leaving
Is there really no silence? Sound?
Yeah, he's right there. He's got his headphones on. He's looking at me. He says there's no sound.
Let me.
And I'm going to need to. Okay. No. Confirmed there is sound now.
There's sound. There's sound coming through on our Twitch page. You guys, I don't know what that's about.
It's fixed. It was not fixed
That's
before.
Very weird because I did not change a thing. I didn't change anything. I didn't touch anything.
Really strange because there was not sound confirmed.
Okay, let's start this from the top. Welcome to Gamestack Podcast right here on We Just Love Games Network. You are listening to episode 187. It's been 84 years and I can still smell the fresh Gamestack. I'm your co-host Vendertron, and joining me this evening is Shalene.
Hi.
Hello, Shalene. And Shalene, we haven't done a show for a couple weeks, Shalene, because you have been away busy traveling for work and things.
And I've been a busy girl.
Before our audio pooped out, you were telling us all about the conferences.
Yes, I went to this conference, right? And you know how you go to these professional conferences and they give you like bags of free stuff. Pens and Post-its and all this stuff. Well, I go to this conference and I register and they give me my name badge. I'm like, okay, stupid name badge, put a name badge. Then they give me this ticket and they tell me, go down the hall and get your conference bag. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So I go down the hall and I'm like, hi, they sent me here with this ticket. And they take my ticket and they give me this giant like insulated grocery tote, and it's this amazing insulated grocery tote. But before they pass it over, they throw in an ice pack, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. It comes with an ice pack.
Like, what do you got in there? Lobster?
And then they throw in a 5-pound brick of cheese.
Get out of town. Cheese?
5-pound brick of cheese.
Wait a minute. What kind of cheese are we
talking?
It
was cheddar cheese.
Like sharp cheddar?
I don't know.
Like
I actually didn't taste the cheese.
Aged cheddar.
Yeah, I brought the cheese back for my boss because he was not able to go to the conference. And before I left, he was like, hey, bring me some of the free stuff, please. So I was like, okay, I'm going to bring him some of the free stuff.
Okay, you've really pulled your weight.
I brought him the cheese.
In bringing in a 5-pound
I brought him the cheese.
What did he say when you slapped that cheese on his desk?
He laughed pretty hard. Yeah.
He wasn't expecting that at all.
No, he was not. The free stuff from this conference was like off the chain, man. I got flashlights, like a full-size flashlight. Um,
I
I
want your
got
job.
a plant. And the plant pot has got like the corporation's name on it.
Nice. Oh my gosh, how much money? Seriously.
Yeah, it was so good. I got so much free stuff. It was amazing.
You know, the conferences I've been going to the last couple of years, you can tell that the money is drying up because this year, like, some of them didn't even have swag.
Ooh.
And there was like, limited
Mhm.
printed materials and things like that.
They
And
had battery banks for your cell
oh
phone.
my god. Did they
Yeah.
also give you a spare tire for your car?
I mean, almost. It was crazy. This was actually one of the better run conferences I've been to. I didn't have a single issue with parking or anything like that. It was so smoothly
Did you
run.
find yourself bored or was it like engaging?
It was a pretty good conference, actually. And I'm sure that many people would have gone to this conference and been like, "This is the most boring
Right. But it
situation of
was
my
your
life."
first time there, so for you it
But
was
as someone who is interested in municipal government and the operations thereof, I was like, yes, this is fascinating information that I will retain and use in my life. So, yeah.
That's good. Well,
So
welcome
it was
back.
valuable. It was
It's
good.
really
And
nice to have you here. I see you
yeah.
have a flashy new watch on your arm. Is that a new watch?
No, I've had this since my birthday.
Oh, okay.
This is my new Apple Watch, and I have the Snoopy watch face on it,
Yeah, Carlo
and
has the
Snoopy
same.
does adorable
Well, he
antics.
used to have we both have the big beast
Yeah,
now, but he used to
yeah.
have the Snoopy on his watch too.
Hmm.
Anyways, we do have a show to do. It's nice to have you back. I've just been just working away, writing, trying to get
I've
this degree
missed you a
done.
lot, man. It
I
had
know.
been like weeks since we had
84 years.
spoken,
It's been 84 years.
and we played some Animal Crossing last night, and
It's
I was like so happy to hear your
yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Like it was just bomb to me. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was so happy
I
to
know.
talk to you.
Yes. Same. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Okay, bestie, let's do a show.
I think it's been like maybe it's been like 84 dog years.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been 84 dog years since we did a show.
84 in-game years.
Yes. um yeah, the show is sponsored by Oak and Crow Coffee. If you head on over to oakandcrow.com, you can pick up a bag of Wheat Just of Coffee blend, and $2 from every purchase of that blend goes to the Children's Miracle Network. Check that out. Thank you all for joining us live this evening. We love to have you guys in the chat. It's always so nice. Suliore, Archin, Tim is here as well. Probably here to throw some more shade.
He
Taz,
is, yeah. If you'll
Alex, we
open the
love you guys.
Discord lobby, he's actively throwing shade as we speak.
And I'm going to throw the ball into your court. Tell the people about Discord this week, Shalene.
Oh, Discord. Discord is a fun place to hang out, and it continues to be a fun place to hang out. I was like alone at this conference and just desperately wishing I was home when the news came out about the Dragon Age Inquisition. No, what's the new game called? Veilguard. Dragon Age Veilguard release date. So I posted it in Discord and was able to share my excitement with like-minded people, and that was great. And yeah, it's just a great place to hang out. I love the Discord. Recently, so a couple of times on this very podcast, I've referenced my cool millennial boss.
Yeah.
He joined the Discord and immediately started trolling the people.
Wait, your boss is in the Discord? Do we need to scrub that place? We now need to scrub the Discord.
It was funny. I posted like, hey, I need another not Animal Crossing, Pokemon Go friend for a quest. Like
Right.
somebody install Pokemon Go for me.
Yeah.
And I think Fire and Gasoline was the one who stepped up and saved me.
Fire and
But
Gasoline is a very dependable community member.
yeah, my cool millennial boss had just joined the Discord, and he posted in there something like, hey, Do not listen to this plea for your information. My wife and child have been kidnapped. I have asked Shalina for proof of life.
Oh, I see it here. Please ignore this as an attempt to steal your information. Currently, my wife and children are being held ransom. I've asked for proof of life via Pikachu, but Shalene has declined. That's funny.
The community was in there like, what is this comment? And I was like, bro, stop it. You're scaring my podcast community.
Well, welcome to Shalene's boss. Is this the boss? This is the boss.
Yeah, he's the only boss I have now.
Yeah.
At my previous job, I had Cool Gen Z boss and Cool Millennial boss. Now it's just Cool Millennial boss. Cool Gen Z boss has moved on to a new line of work where he's much happier. So shout out to
minute. They both
Cool Gen
moved.
Z boss.
They both moved to this new workplace, didn't they? They didn't. Oh,
nope.
Okay.
Nope, just Millennial boss. So
well, anyways, I'm glad that your weeks were filled with awesome conferences and plethora of cheese.
So much cheese. So much cheese. And everybody's just carrying around these bricks of cheese.
Oh my
They're like
gosh.
the size of an infant.
And like the logistics that goes into that. Like the conference organizer had the foresight to have ice packs ready for the
and they had to also be like checking with the hotels to make sure there were refrigerators in the rooms and stuff.
Anyways, we do have some news. We've got our game stocks. We're going to catch up on that, and we are also going to talk about our gameplay, but it's going to be a relatively short show this evening. Now that we've gone through our 30 minutes of introduction, it's actually really going to be just as much time as we normally take. So, let's hop into the news with this just in. Off to you, Shalene.
Well, it's been a little while since I have done any reporting about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. But here we find ourselves talking about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I don't know, did you ever play Pocket Camp, Thunder?
Nope.
No. Pocket Camp was the mobile version of Animal Crossing, and I played it very religiously for a couple of years. And Archie used to always come and water my flowers. It was adorable. And
carry on.
that look. This is a Shack News article by Sam Chandler. Nintendo is going to be changing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. It's kind of a complicated situation what they're doing here. They're going to end support for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, but they are also currently developing a new version of the game that will not be the same. It will be they're transitioning from free to play to being a paid title, and they want you to be able to transfer all of your data from the current iteration to the new iteration. So currently it's free to play, and there's a premium currency called Leaf Tickets that you can use to buy stuff. And there's going to be in the new version a single charge, and then you have access to everything. And the app will have, and I quote, no need for constant data communication. So this will happen on Friday, November 29th. They will end service for Pocket Camp. And prior to this date, Nintendo will end the sale of Leaf tickets and will provide refunds for any unused paid Leaf tickets. This will not be the end of Pocket Camp. They are developing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, a new version that I just described, and there will be no in-app purchases for the new version. And you can expect the new information about the new version around October of 2024. And we'll see what happens. This really makes me want to revisit Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I wonder if it's changed much since I actively played, because it's been a few years since I actively played. And I'm also very concerned as to whether or not this is going to affect my calendar widget. There is a calendar widget for Pocket Camp. You can barely see
I
it.
see it. Yeah.
But yeah, it shows the date and one of your little animal friends and a little quote from the animal friend. And it delights me every single day to
So
just look
you
at
have to
this.
have they have to have the app to get the
Yeah,
widget.
Pocket Camp is installed for me to be able to use this widget. So I'm going to be brokenhearted if this removes my Animal Crossing calendar widget.
I mean, to me, it just sounds like the devs want to move on and work on other projects,
Mm-hmm.
and they're sort of legacy. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
what is the word? Legacy graveyarding
Yeah,
it. What is it?
it is really appreciated that they are creating a way that you can continue um to play this game. Continue
Yeah,
to
I
play
mean,
the game.
it sucks, but it's a lot better than it just completely disappearing.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We complain a lot on this podcast about games becoming unplayable and losing the ability to access, these games that you've invested so much time in.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that Nintendo is finding a way for us to
Mm-hmm.
continue to enjoy our Pocket Camp cuteness. So I don't know how to transition to this. Our next one is a gamesindustry.biz article by Christopher Dring. And Christopher Dring reports that Krafton acquires Tango Gameworks and Hi-Fi Rush IP from Xbox. So previously on this podcast, we announced that Tango Gameworks had been shuttered by Xbox. But this PUBG's publisher, Krafton, has acquired the studio and the Hi-Fi Rush IP as part of a strategic agreement. So they are working with Xbox to enable a smooth transition so that the Tango team can continue developing the Hi-Fi Rush IP and explore future projects. This was one of four of the Bethesda studios that Microsoft announced plans to shutter back in May. It was formed by Resident Evil creator Shinji Mikami in 2010 and was responsible for The Evil Within, The Evil Within 2, and Ghostwire Tokyo before launching Hi-Fi Rush in 2023. And Xbox had acquired the studio in 2021 as part of its purchase of Bethesda. And despite the critical success of Hi-Fi Rush, Microsoft announced it would be closing Tango Gameworks as part of efforts to focus on high-impact titles. Along with the closures were announced Redfall developers Arcane Austin, Mighty Doom Studio Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Games. This acquisition by Krafton will have no impact on the availability of Tango's previous titles. They will remain available where they are currently. And the firm said in a statement, this integration reinforces Krafton's dedication to expanding its global footprint and enhancing its portfolio with innovative and high quality content. The addition of Tango Gameworks represents a strategic alignment with Krafton's mission to push the boundaries of interactive entertainment. And Krafton is a South Korean publisher best known for PUBG Battlegrounds, Terra, and the Callisto Protocol. Its portfolio of studios includes Bluehole, PUBG Studios, Striking Distance, Neon Giant, and more. So this is, I think, positive news. One of these studios was saved, and that's,
I mean,
it seems like good news.
A lot of these more recent studios that have been called by Microsoft have really all been sort of Bethesda teams in some way or another. It kind of makes me wonder if Tango and some of those other subsidiary companies are really just suffering the aftermath of Starfield's failure to change the gaming industry permanently forever. I don't know.
Okay, so the reason that I have gone dead silent is because I was getting prepared for our next article, which is about the closure of Game Informer, right? And
Right.
Game Informer was parent company GameStop just shuttered Game Informer in a very vicious way. And I had bookmarked a Twitter post by Game Informer, and I clicked through the link, and This post is from an account that no longer exists.
Oh.
So yeah, that's nice. That's awesome. They deleted their whole account. So I'm frantically trying to find an article about Game Informer shutting down. Here's one from The Verge. Let's use that. Thank you, Jay Peters of The Verge. Game Informer has shut down after 33 years. This is one of the most prominent gaming magazines in the history of our medium. And it was really one of the last remaining physical video game magazines. The staff has all been laid off, and the magazine will no longer be published. So it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad in my opinion. I was very sad to hear this. On the one hand, I do not currently have a Game Informer subscription, so I feel a little hypocritical in saying this, but I did love the magazine for a lot of years, and I subscribed for like 10 years. Yeah.
It's not making money because people get their information directly from publishers and studios now. Right? It's easily accessible information, so it doesn't make any sense to lose millions of dollars every year to print a magazine that has that's just a money sink.
But at the same time, it is the end of an era. These people did some great journalism in their day, and they were still doing good work. Most of the good information about Dragon Age Veilguard came from Game Informer. So we cited their publication on this very podcast many times.
Yeah. I know. Now we have to go back to France 24/7. What was
France 24/7? France 24/7.
This is why I'm not allowed to do the news.
So in a statement that was posted to the platform formerly known as Twitter, the publication didn't give a reason for the shutdown, and GameStop didn't immediately reply to a request for comment. Last year, GameStop CEO and chairman Ryan Cohen told staff that every expense at the company must be scrutinized under a microscope and all waste eliminated, according to an email obtained by Kotaku. In March, Game Informer introduced a way to subscribe to the magazine directly. Previously, you could only get the magazine by buying issues on their own or through a GameStop Pro subscription. And that was the only reason I ever had a GameStop Pro subscription, was because I wanted to get this magazine.
Oh my Lanta, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Hard times, layoffs, cancellations, and closures have impacted thousands of game developers and publishers, as well as other outlets like us that celebrate games. Editor-in-chief Matt Miller wrote Game Informer's blog post about that announcement. After we first published this article, they had linked to the shutdown message. We haven't been immune to that hardship. And here's just a little quote from Game Informer's editor-in-chief. After 33 thrilling years of bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights from the ever-evolving world of gaming, it is with a heavy heart that we announce the closure of Game Informer. From the early days of pixelated adventures to today's immersive virtual realms, we've been honored to share this incredible journey with you, our loyal readers. While our presses may stop, the passion for gaming that we've cultivated together will continue to live on. Thank you for being part of our epic quest, and may your own gaming adventures never end. And yeah, the post is no longer viewable. It's gone. They deleted it. They've deleted the account, and I went to the Game Informer website. They've deleted the entire backlog of Game Informer's archive. There's nothing viewable there.
Really? That's a part of history.
Yes, to me that's unnecessarily vicious. I don't like it. It makes me feel bad. There was a lot of great, amazing journalism.
Well, and not
website.
To mention that the people that wrote those articles, I mean,
Yeah. Tim Twig in the chat says scorched earth. And he also posted a link in our Discord earlier. I think it was in the General Gaming channel. It was a link to a podcast featuring some of the crew from the Game Informers podcast. So no, that was actually RTZ that posted that. So it's an episode of the Min Max show if you would like to check that out. They've got some of the prior employees of the magazine. So definitely check that out. This was sad, and I feel bad. F in the chat for Game Informer.
I mean, I'm over it.
Yeah, okay. You want to talk about some shenanigans?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, this was a Tim Twig joint that was posted in the Discord, and it made me giggle, and I just wanted to talk about it. So this headline, this is a PCWorld.com article. Gamer breaks world record with 444 consoles connected to one TV.
444 consoles.
Yes.
Can you define consoles? Oh wait, I have some B-roll for this. Let me.
Oh my gosh. A gamer from Saudi Arabia can now add this world record to his sprawling console collection. Isn't that ridiculous? It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Oh, he's got NES and Super Nintendo, Atari.
But I must say his cable management is chef's kiss. He's got this amazingly huge just entertainment center full of consoles stacked on consoles, and they're all hooked up. Guinness World Records recently announced a new world record in the category of most gaming consoles connected to a single TV. Game collector Ibrahim Al Nasir managed to connect all of his gaming consoles to just one television set. According to the video published on YouTube that involved 444 different consoles, starting with the Magnavox Odyssey, which was the first home gaming console released in 1972, and ending with the PlayStation 5 Slim, which Sony released in 2023. Al Nasser's console
Look
collection.
At his Excel spreadsheet of the consoles. This is amazing. Also,
imagine trying to manage the inputs on his TV. Al Nasser's console collection isn't just impressive for its size, but also because he owns a very rare system called the Super ACAN, a fourth generation 1995 console that was only shortly available in Taiwan. Only 12 games were released for it. In the Guinness World Records video, Al Nasser gives us a glimpse into his game room where we see his setup, a total of 12 HDMI switches and 30 RCA switches, so he can switch back and forth between the many gaming consoles on demand. The TV itself has only 4 HDMI inputs, so Al Nasser keeps an Excel spreadsheet tracking the right buttons to press when he wants to play on a particular console. Surprisingly, there are no cables to be seen anywhere, which indicates excellent cable management. I used all the tools available on the market to organize the cables, explains Al Nasser. When asked which gaming console is the best gaming console of all time, he had a clear answer as he kisses his Sega Genesis, the 16-bit gaming console launched by Sega toward the end of the 1980s. In the near future, Al Nasser will probably have to think about how he can incorporate newer consoles. We expect the PlayStation 5 Pro and Nintendo Switch 2 to be released in 2025.
So this Saudi prince, he's got 444 game consoles. They're hooked up to the smallest flat screen TV I've ever seen in my life. Why does this man not have a giant theater screen TV when he has 444 consoles?
The thing that has me stressed out is the power.
Oh my God.
How many like
Saudi oil, Shalene.
How many unlimited power. Surge protectors, how many power strips does he have? And does he have like power strips plugged into power strips?
Oh, and no. That's bad.
How does he have all these plugged in at the same time to be able to switch them like that? And how like, doesn't it occasionally blow out the breaker box? Like I'm
that's
so
cool.
Confused.
So what I want to know is how many versions of Skyrim can this man simultaneously play at the same time? That's crazy. I love that.
That is the best possible comment. This
well, I mean, like,
I love it.
What do you even do with all of that time on your hands? There's not enough time in the world for you to play all of the games.
So like we talk about our game stacks on this channel. We've got some serious backlog happening. All of us do. Can you imagine his backlog with 444 consoles connected to this TV?
Like how many games have been produced per console on average?
I don't even want to think about it.
And like there's how many consoles have been developed throughout the course of the gaming industry's history? These are
probably 444 of
questions
them
for ChatGPT. No, because he had multiple.
Yeah. I don't know.
What do you think, Shalene? Can you set this up in your little apartment?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this man's console collection is bigger than my studio apartment. Yeah, I'm also pretty sure that Archon would demand a divorce if I brought them in here. So, confirm or deny?
Okay.
I said that I'm pretty sure you would demand a divorce if I brought this guy's console collection into the apartment.
You would need a storage unit.
Yeah, he says I'd have to put it in a storage unit.
Our in-studio AI producer tells us that there are about approximately 200 different consoles that have been developed since the 1970s. And of that, each console averages a number of about 300 to 1,000 games per console. So this man could potentially have up to 500,000 games in his collection. Almost. Oh man, I wonder what it's like to be a Saudi prince. You ever wonder what's it like to be a Saudi prince? And then this guy has 444 consoles connected to it.
Remember when we were talking about the Steam backlog being equal to the GDP of Nicaragua?
Yeah.
This guy's backlog is the GDP of Nicaragua, like all by himself.
And the power bill, his monthly power bill.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Anyways, now that we've talked about this for 444 times, let's move on to our next segment.
Yes. So if 500,000 games is just not enough for you, no, never fear. There's more coming. And Gamescom 2024 happened. There were a lot of new announcements and stuff. And we're just going to roll through some of the biggest announcements on this IGN.com article by IGN staff. And we're just going to talk about some of these announcements. So they did a deeper dive into Dune Awakening, how Spice, Sandworms, and the Fremen work, and it actually looks pretty cool. If I enjoyed MMOs, I'd be really excited about Dune Awakening, but I don't. So there's that. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle got a new trailer, and they also announced the collector's edition and all kinds of stuff. So it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool to me.
I do want to play this. I mean, I'm a sucker for Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones. I do like. Have you ever played it on like the PlayStation 2?
No, I've never played an Indiana Jones video. Well, Lego Indiana Jones.
The original Indiana Jones on PlayStation 2. I think that was the first Indiana Jones game that was developed. I'm pretty sure. It was so good. It was so good. With the whip and you're flying through the vines and the stuff and the pressure plates. It's all. This is going to be great.
I feel like a 2D Castlevania style game would be really fun with an Indiana Jones skin.
I hope there's Nazis because I feel like killing some Nazis.
They're absolutely Nazis. We saw a trailer in which there were Nazis, and we can trust Machine Games to make a game about killing Nazis fun and engaging.
Yeah.
We can trust that.
Yeah.
So this game's going to release on December 9th exclusively on Xbox. It will be coming to PlayStation in the future though. So yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Civity. Star Wars Outlaws. There was some more information about that. And it looks pretty cool too. Batman Arkham Shadow talked about some of the gameplay. That one's for virtual reality, so I don't care about it at all.
Okay.
So this one I hadn't seen yet, and I am intrigued. Mouse PI for hire looks like Cuphead with headshots.
What? What are you talking about?
I am intrigued. It says, imagine Cuphead as a black and white FPS, and you're close to Mouse PI for hire.
I love this.
Yes, it looks amazing. So it's in the animation style of some of the old, like Mickey Mouse, like Steamboat Willie style. And it's like an FPS, and you play as this mouse detective.
Oh, that gun loading is so comical.
Oh, that is amazing. You were just cartoon violence. I am into this.
It's the 2D cartoon.
Oh my gosh, this is my jam.
It's the 2D cartoon animation style on the backdrop of like a 3D environment. Okay. So good.
Can we talk about the fact that he shot down a chandelier that crushed the enemies?
Yes.
Oh my god, and now he's running from a giant ball that's chasing him.
I wonder if there's like, if you have to like use like TNT and like blow, you know?
I am so into this. I don't know how I had missed this before. I had tried to go through some of the YouTube trailers for Gamescom, and this is magnificent.
It's pretty good, I think.
It's black and white cartoon style. Oh my gosh, he just handed him a bouquet of flowers that I think had TNT in it. And I'm so into this. So into this. Cannot wait.
Oh,
Mouse
that is so good.
PI
Can we go
hire.
back? I just want to go back to about the bouquet of flowers because that was really good. Check this out.
Oh, it's so good.
Gives so he TNT
hands in the bouquet in a cartoon moment. He's like, "Oh," and then it blows him up. Magnificent.
Into a pile of dust.
Magnificent. I can't even believe this. This is so neat.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that.
Super into that. Definitely look up this trailer if you're one of the audio folks. Definitely look up this trailer. World of Warcraft: The War Within. They talked about some new storytelling and how they are keeping things fresh after 20 years of World of Warcraft. That's amazing that this game has been running for 20 years. That really is.
It's beautiful. Yeah. It looks fantastic. And I'm sure Alex will be playing it. As a big fan of World of Warcraft.
Yes, I definitely expect some screenshots on the Alex channel. And let's see, Sonic X Shadow Generations. You'll be able to play as Shadow. That sounds pretty great if for Sonic fans. The Sonic lore is so much more complicated than it should be.
I'm kind of ready for a new fun Sonic, and this looks pretty fun, actually.
Do you think this one's going to be good? I feel like it's been a while since there's been a good Sonic game.
Oh, yeah, because I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so my version of a good Sonic is like Sonic 1 and 2. And
yeah, we're talking like Sega Genesis Sonic.
Yeah, but this looks pretty good.
I think the Sega Genesis was the last time I enjoyed a Sonic game.
This looks pretty good. This looks to me like the Super Mario Brothers Wonder equivalent of Sonic, what? You know?
I'm inclined to agree. This does look like pretty solid gameplay. It's like 2.5D. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. Okay.
I'd like to play that on Switch. I think that would be fun.
Obsidian talked a little bit more about Avowed and some of the possibilities for the ending of the game. And that will be arriving on February the 15th, 2025. Diablo 4 talked about the new region, the new class, and more for their Vessel of Hatred expansion that's releasing on October the 8th. Civilization 7 will be the most beginner-friendly Civ game. That's nice. I feel like the Civ series is not really for beginners, though. I feel like most people who are playing Civ have been playing Civ for a while. Monster Hunter Wilds. We got some Dragon Ball Sparking !0 information. The Frag Punk director talked about their shard card system. Wow, there's just a lot here. Starship Troopers. Let's see here. Borderlands 4 was confirmed. That's big news. It will come out sometime in 2025. And let's see here. Civilization 7 got a release date. It will be coming out on February the 11th, 2025. And I'm scrolling. There's a lot of news here. Genshin Impact is coming to Xbox. This game is a very popular game. It's been really popular for a long time. And it will finally be coming to Xbox. So that will be available on November the 20th, 2024. Archon in chat says, "Well, I'm getting another Civ game," which tells me that I'm basically going to be widowed for a while after this game comes
it's okay.
out.
You have Pokemon Go.
It is okay. I do have Pokemon Go. The next Dying Light game was announced. Dying Light: The Beast. It doesn't have a release date yet.
Did you was Dying Light one of the games that you liked? Or I'm thinking of Alan Wake, maybe.
You're probably thinking of Alan Wake. I've never played a Dying Light game. I did have, I think I still do have it somewhere, this really rad Dying Light 2 statue that I got at E3 2018, maybe.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah, and I had to pack it through airport security. It was like this massive statue.
Oh my
gosh. It was wild. Goat Simulator: Remastered was announced. So
Remastered.
you can't get enough Goat Simulator. Yeah, there's been so many Goat Simulators. This is the 2014 original game, Goat Simulator. So all of the DLC will also be part of this new version. Mario Kart Lego sets? Are you kidding me? 6 official Mario Kart Lego sets. These will be released January 1st.
That's interesting because it's like
it's gonna be
time.
So much fun.
Oh my gosh, look at this Yoshi. It's so cute.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun. And look at the little Lego cones, the Lego traffic cone, and the little Lego red shell. I'm dying. I am dying.
Oh yeah, that's in the banana peel. Oh, that's cute.
It's so good. Look at oh, this is cute. I can't even tell you how much I want this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I like
stuff like toys like this are the reason that people have children, right? So you can have an excuse to.
I really want the Luigi Lego to have like that side eye of him like driving by all evilly.
The Luigi death stare. Did you see the what was her name? Sha'Carri Richardson, I think was her name. She was an Olympic runner. And she won a gold medal at the Olympics, and she totally did the Luigi death stare at her competition as she passed, like because she came from behind at the end of the race and just like turns to the right and just like looks right in the eyes of her competition. Total Luigi death stare.
Yeah,
I loved it. That's definitely gaming adjacent. Okay, that's all for Gamescom. I'm sure there were more things that were announced at Gamescom, but this was the article that I found. So that's what we've got for the news.
Let's roll on into the stocks. Now, these prices are in comparison to 2 weeks ago, but Sony closed out at $92.39, up $5.07. Microsoft down $8.58 at $416.79. Nintendo up just 67 cents in the last 2 weeks at $14.20. Take-Two up $8.65 at $159.39. EA also up $2.34 at $147.62. Tencent down a couple bucks, $43.40, and Roblox up $3.65 at $44.16. And people are keeping an eye out on video game stocks. As many of you know, a couple weeks ago there was a bit of a scare with the S&P 500 and the stock market, and everybody was worried that we were heading into the worst financial crash since 2008. But somehow we managed to avert it. I think it was more an issue with Japan's stock market than anything else. But GameStop is certainly one of those stocks that seems to fluctuate a little bit more these days, and I imagine even more so with their recent news of cutting various other teams and companies. Anyways, that is GameStop. Do we have any mail, Shalene?
You've got mail.
Nope.
Oh, all right. Well, let's talk about what the community's been playing. And as always, thank you to everybody who sent us screenshots and stories. If you would like to submit a screenshot and story, all you need to do is go to our Discord and navigate to the screenshots and stories page and post a picture of your game in there with a little description so we know what it's about and maybe what the game is so we know what it is. This image comes to us from Alex and presumably is World of Warcraft. I don't know.
Looks like World of Warcraft to
I
me.
think at this point I'm getting pretty good at it. She says, I'm a bird, I'm a plane, I'm a glitch druid in moonkin form.
Oh my
And,
goodness. She's some
explain
kind of
it.
like
Explain
massive
this.
owl creature. I don't know. It's hard to explain because it's so epic. I can't even describe what's happening here. Is that a player character on the back of this massive majestic owl
I
creature?
have no idea.
I don't know. Is that the owl's stylish glowing hairpin? Could be.
The owl reminds me of the owl from Secret of Nim.
It does.
With
It
the
really
glowy
does.
with the glowy eyes and the white beard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyways, then we have this one from
Ooh.
Schneewolf. And this is you guessed it, Forza Horizon 4. And
That is
Schneewolf says,
beautiful.
if I can't visit Edinburgh in real life, I'll at least visit it in game. I recently bought Forza on its delisting sale, and it's still quite pretty and lots of fun.
It has been a really long time since I've played a racing game, and this kind of makes me want to play a driving game.
Yeah, he's overlooking what is presumably Edinburgh, and it looks like he's got a Lotus. He's driving
I think
a Lotus.
Schneewolf's a she.
Oh, sorry. Looks like she's driving a Lotus. Next screenshot. This one from Frankel's Konina. Fishing with random players in Artrium, a mysterious island that is not quite on Nirn in Tamriel, Elder Scrolls Online. It was so pretty and relaxing.
Neat. Look at the cat.
I love it. The sun is there and the water, and there's I'm pretty sure that's a dog.
Is it a dog?
I'm not sure because some of them have tails.
It is a small pet.
It is a small
and I like the small pets.
A furry companion. Yes, and they all have their fishing rods and they're fishing. It's cute. She also posted this one, been exploring Westweald, the new zone, and look at the detail of this lumber mill. And I think we've shown this one on the last episode, but we need to show it again because
I don't remember it. It's worth looking at. It's
look
very
at the
cool.
detail of this the engineering of the developer who went into creating this.
Looks great.
And she also shares this one of a forest screenshot with the cutest little glowy goats. I love glowy goats in games.
Wow, that's fabulous.
Glowy goats in Ark, and it brings me back like that. Yeah.
I kind of miss your Ark stories. Ooh,
we have,
a mimic.
This one from Alex. She says Zephyr made a mimic in V Rising, and I love it.
That is terrifying. It is like a coffin-sized mimic with teeth and a tongue.
It reminds me
horrifying.
It reminds me of the Chompy book from Harry Potter.
Yes. Yes, very much.
I hear if you jump on it from a bed, it might kill it. This next one from Alex as well. A obligatory screenshot of in-game sunflowers for Shalene.
Sunflowers! Thank you.
And this comes from V Rising, and she's standing there looking at her sunflowers. It's very nice.
Delightful.
And this one from Kawaii Banana Sushi. And she says, a little Vault Tech experimentation never hurt anyone. And explain this, Shalene.
This is a Fallout Shelter screenshot. A baby has been born. The new baby is named Julie, and the proud parents are Ma June and the Ghoul from the Fallout TV series. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is hilarious.
I love it. That's so
Congratulations on your new baby.
And this one, this looks like Dredge. This is definitely Dredge. Franco's Konina says, I am reminded that I play something other than ESO. I played Dredge. Not finished yet and a long way off achievements, but it's really fun and super creepy and spooky. I think this
looks like a cool game.
Really enjoyed the fishing and upgrading my little boat. And here's a screenshot of her little boat coming across the water. It's day 61, Friday. And here. Oh, that's That's the screenshot.
Looks great.
Then we've got a quick video of Sims from Alex. She says, my daughter is playing Sims 4 and the cat rode on the Roomba.
That was so cute.
And here it shows the cat on the Roomba. I just think that is just some brilliant.
That was really great.
Very good. Oh, here's the other screenshot of Dredge. They got a little bit mixed up. This is Frankel's second screenshot, and it's so good. She's heading off into some fog.
Very atmospheric.
And there's some sort of like grappling crane thing in the water that looks very much like a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah, it looks like a claw trap.
Yes. Steer clear of the claw traps. Then we have a screenshot from Gaz. He says relatable, and it's an image of a room with
what game
deer.
is this? I need to know what game this is.
It is a deer named Ella in a postal hat, like a post office hat, and it says, how embarrassing, the go outside button broke. And
yeah, I've definitely had a broken go outside button at several times in my life.
Yeah.
That is so neat.
Then we have a few screenshots. This is more of like an album from RTZ13. He says, bit of a photo dump here. After clearing up Chicago in Watch Dogs 1, I continued my journey to San Francisco in Watch Dogs 2 and had a lot of fun while doing so. I've been sleeping on these games way too long. And Shalene, I'll ask you to describe these for the viewers.
So our protagonist is on a motorcycle on the Golden Gate Bridge. Looks great. Fabulous. And here our protagonist is outside a store called Gary's Games and Glory, which looks absolutely like you would expect a game store to look. And we are inside a shop, a coffee shop. Those donuts look great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the coffee shop, but where's the espresso machine?
It must be in the back.
Oh, I see it. It's on the back wall there on the right. It's massive.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay.
That is the biggest espresso machine I've ever seen in my life.
And we're just walking down the street. Protagonist is on a scooter, like a Vespa.
Yeah. Love it. Oh, dogs.
Oh, petting a doggo.
I like the dogs. And this is a husky, I think.
I think it is a husky.
Oh, this is great, this screenshot.
Is this on a boat of some kind?
I think he's on the Golden Gate
boat?
Bridge.
There's a lot of bird poop here.
This has to be the bridge.
There's so much bird poop.
Yeah.
The view is beautiful, except for the bird poop. And he's hacking. I imagine him
in
doing
a
the hacker voice.
server room doing a hacky thing.
I'm in.
Yeah. Angelina Jolie is nowhere to be found. And here he is also in the server room, but it looks like he's operating a drone now.
Yeah. Nifty. On a boat.
One final shot of him on a boat. I like that. Also very good. And this one, but it's kind of blurry.
It's a little blurry. Yeah,
it's blurry.
It's just a shot of the character of his face.
Yeah, that's he said that this is a it's a screenshot of his favorite character.
Okay. Marcus.
Yeah, his favorite protagonist.
Nice. Thanks for sharing your Watch Dogs 2 journey.
Anyways, that is all the screenshots and stories. It's quite a bit. We've had a bit of a stack to get through. If you would like to submit your screenshots and stories for the next episode of Gamestack, we would love to see them and talk about them. Please do that. Oh, Shalene, we had some Animal Crossing, didn't we?
We did, yeah. I posted some of our Animal Crossing shenanigans.
Let me see if I can pull those up because I want to talk about them.
It was so much
fun. Where did they go?
Do 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 do.
Let me see if I can open these up again.
So while he's trying to...
There's the better photo.
Oh, and now the photo's clear of Marcus.
Sorry, my thing got kind of frozen there.
Yeah.
Ah, here we go.
Oh my gosh, this is the quintessential tourist photograph. This is Vendor on my island. He is taking the picture holding up the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
It's so good. I love that you have that just there.
It's near the airport. And there we are sprinkling confetti together, just enjoying our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. I am on your island, and I am in a silly outfit with a neck beard.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty good outfit. The hat
It
and
is
the
a good
vest,
outfit,
they go
yeah.
really good together. Yes.
The hat, the vest, the ripped jeans, and the sunglasses are the same color as the hat and vest.
Yes.
And I just added the neck beard. I thought that really made the look come together.
Anyways, we would love to see your screenshots and stories. Please submit those in the Discord and we'll talk about it on the next episode of Gamestack Podcast. Let's hop into what we've been playing, Shalene. So as you know, my regular morning routine with coffee before work always starts with Animal Crossing. And I have you to blame for that entirely.
You're welcome.
I have some news to share. I have discovered Apple's rotten side.
Is she rotten to the core?
Do you remember when I was telling you how I gave her in like a halo?
Yes.
And then she was just wearing the halo around. Well, I gave her a set of devil ears. And the other day she was walking around with her devil ears on and it was just the cutest thing ever. And I was like, it's funny because like sometimes she'll wear her halo and sometimes she'll wear her devil horns. And I'm like, okay, Apple has...
Is she broadcasting her mood?
She woke up and chose violence today. So maybe we won't talk to Apple. Maybe it's a bad idea to talk to Apple. Yeah. I've got a new Islander, Gladys. She's pretty awesome. She's very much into kimonos. She's got a whole kimono sweatshop in her house. And I just keep giving her more kimonos. I just keep giving her so many. She has so many kimonos now.
That is amazing.
I really like her because she's an ostrich, I think. Yeah?
I feel like she's a crane,
or
which is the same body type as ostrich.
I'm not sure.
But I feel like she's a crane. I'm going to Google it.
She's super cute. She's got this short little body, but this super long neck and this giant head, and it's so adorable. Oh, maybe she's a woodpecker. Because woodpeckers are black and white with red heads.
Ostrich.
Oh, she's an ostrich. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, we like Gladys. She's pretty great. I haven't made too many changes to my island, but I did manage to catch the summer fireworks last weekend on Sunday.
Oh, nice.
And it was just the nicest thing. I discovered for the first time that you can suggest fireworks to Isabel. And so I had the sky was filled with Gamestack logo fireworks everywhere.
Did you get screenshots?
It was so brilliant. I did. I think I put it in the... Did I put it in the Animal Crossing?
I want some of these screenshots like to post as the key art for the episode when I post the episode.
Oh yeah. I think I put it in our Animal Crossing group chat, like our game
our personal group chat.
Is it really
how fun?
Is it before the Bronco?
I don't remember it.
Not before the Bronco.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Here. It was in my personal message to Jess. There it is. Look at it. It's so good.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh wait. Let me do the B-roll for the people. Sorry.
That's so fabulous.
It's pretty great. I do enjoy the summer fireworks. Always a good time. I have yet to see Celeste on my island, Shalene.
Really?
I cannot catch this woman. She is an enigma. What time does she show up?
In the dark. At night.
Dark o'clock? Okay.
Dark o'clock. You play in the morning. That's your problem.
Yes, this is true. But
yeah, you'll only catch Celeste at night.
I was there in the evening for the fireworks, and
you have to be there in the evening regularly because she doesn't come every night.
I know, you're right. Anyways, it's a bug off weekend, so maybe I will be able to spend a little bit more time in the evenings catching some bugs. I got to try to get some beetles. I'm very close. The golden stag beetle. I have to get this.
Yes.
And 2 times now I have run into it and it's flown away.
Oh, I hate that. I
It's the
hate the golden
worst.
stag is so easy to scare away.
Yeah. So, anyways, that is my Animal Crossing gameplay. I've also been playing Tears of the Kingdom. And let me tell you, Shalene, I made my way to Hateno Village, or should I say Hat Tenno Village, because I have discovered what's going on in Hateno Village. And for those of you who are playing Tears of the Kingdom who haven't gone to Hateno Village, you might want to unplug your ear sound devices.
I think we're far enough out to go ahead and spoil it.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, who are these people wearing these mushrooms on their heads? And why is there mushrooms everywhere in Hateno Village? Well, I found out that what's her name? Cece? Cece has moved in to a Hateno Village. This world-renowned fashion designer and somehow a politician off the side of her desk is in Hateno Village, and she is lobbying to become Hateno's mayor against the more traditional, time-honored mayor. Yeah, I am currently campaigning for Cece because I don't care if she's an evil villain. I don't care if she wants to rewrite Hateno's constitution and put children in cages. She has the most beautiful hat in the whole world, and I have to get this hat, Shalene. So even if she turns out to be the most evil mayor of Hateno, I am going to get this hat, and it's going to be great. Did you get the hat?
I got the hat, and I absolutely felt the same way. I did not care if Cece was the most villainous villain in the entire Zelda timeline. I was going to do what it took to get that hat.
The hat is pretty great. It's pretty
The hat is worth it.
So I think I have 2 villagers that I have to find to give mushrooms to, because her campaign strategy is like give people a Hateno shroom or whatever. So I'm just like walking around handing out mushrooms. It's kind of weird. But
like you do, yeah. It's totally legitimate business.
I was really hoping to see what's the builder's name? What's his name?
Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Oh my goodness.
He's very flamboyant.
He's so fabulous. You'll find him eventually.
Kingdom.
Bolson. Hudson. Bolson is the leader.
Yeah.
And the employees are Hudson and Carson.
Yeah, I went to the houses where you find him in Breath of the Wild, and he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, where's Bolson? I want to see. I want to get my, and I don't understand how there's these like houses everywhere, and you're like, what are you supposed to like build them?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to walk around and build all these houses everywhere. Anyways, Tears of the Kingdom is pretty damn good. I was in Gerudo Town. I think the last time I talked about it, I was in Gerudo Town. Well, I helped the princess there in Gerudo Town defeat the baddies.
Nice.
And yeah, it's so good.
Anyways, I really need to spend more time with Tears of the Kingdom.
I think that's what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to play some more Tears of the Kingdom and just chill. Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Sounds lovely.
What have you been up to?
Well, I played some Animal Crossing with you, and that was fun. Yes. I was really excited to. We planned Animal Crossing night again, like we used to do back in the day. Animal Crossing Thursday.
Back in the day, which was like 5 months ago.
I was so upset to find that it has been so long since I have played Animal Crossing that my living room is still decorated for the New Year's party.
That was the time when we all dressed up as Elton John, right?
Yes, we did. We all dressed up as Elton John. It was amazing. Unfortunately, Jess was not able to join us, and 4 Mile was a little late, but we did get to see her. But you and I had a really fun time hanging out and just chatting and catching up. And it was so good for me to just have that friend time. I needed it. I really needed it.
It was nice to see your villagers, Flurry.
And Flurry's so cute.
Chirp.
Sherb. Sherb the goat. Yes. Yeah.
Because like
and
you're trying to get all anteaters.
I am.
How many anteaters do you have now?
I have like 4 anteaters at this point.
Those are
I've
rookie
got
numbers.
Antonio, who's the number 1. I have Olaf, Antonio's like fiery Latin cousin.
Yeah.
And I've got the old Kung Fu man, I've forgotten his name. And I have Annabelle.
Annabelle is very good.
Annabelle's fabulous.
Yeah.
And I think that's all. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there are some more Animal Crossing anteaters out there, but I haven't found them yet. So I need to resume the search and try and complete my Animal Crossing Anteater Island.
So good.
So and I've also been playing Pokemon Go a little obsessively. I think I mentioned on our last Gamestack episode that I had started playing Pokemon Go again. And my boss, Cool Millennial Boss, Hero of Time in the Discord,
right,
has also started playing Pokemon Go with me. So sometimes we'll take like a work break and do a raid on the gym that's right there. From my office, from my desk, I can access a gym and 2 Pokestops. And there's another Pokestop just a few steps away. Like if I just take a few steps into the next room, I can get the other Pokestop. But there's a gym right there, and we always battle to retake the gym for Team Mystic. And whenever there are raids at the gym, we'll take a little work break and do the gym raid. And sometimes the raids are hard, so we're like calling Archon to see if he can come down. He usually can't because he's busy doing grown-up stuff at his job. It's been so much fun, and Archon and I have been playing, and the last several Sunday afternoons, we weren't able to this Sunday, but like 3 Sundays in a row, we've taken a couple of hours and just gone on Pokemon adventures.
Wow.
And we'll jump in the Bronco and just drive around Albuquerque and stop at the gyms and Pokestops and catch fun Pokemon. And we had stopped at this one raid, and it was a very, very difficult raid. Like the Pokemon there was pretty tough. And several other people joined the raid. And we were like, yes, we might be able to do this with all these people.
Yeah.
And then a couple minutes later, we did the raid and we were like catching the Pokemon. And somebody came over and like waved next to the window. So we rolled down the window. And the guy's like, hey, are you guys playing Pokemon? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, we've got a little group together. We're going to go down to this street and do the raid there next if you guys want to come.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really surprised at how many people are still actively playing Pokemon Go. But honestly, the game is still so good. And
we have some people in the chat, Moxie86 saying I still play since 2016.
Yes.
God of Radio says yes, me too.
It really does still bring me the same joy that it did during that first 2016 summer of
best.
Wholesome Pokemon Go joy.
Yeah.
And we've walked a couple of routes, and they've added so much new stuff since the last time that I had played. I think it had probably been about 2020 since the last time that I played. But we've got so much new content. There are so many new Pokemon and so many quests that you can do, and community days that happen. They're talking about community days, and it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. I added a Pokemon channel in the Discord, and I've been pinning the friend codes. So if anybody wants some Pokemon Go friends, post your friend code in there, and I will pin it to the channel, and you'll have just a built-in friend group if anybody wants to start Pokemon Go. And I will send you so many gifts. I will send you a gift every day. It will all be from the same place because they're all from my job. But yeah, I've had so much joy playing Pokemon Go. And shout out to all of my fabulous internet friends who have been in there with me. So.
Moxie86 says she has a little group that she plays with to do the community days, and she says it's the
Mm-hmm.
closest she's ever come to world peace.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The spirit of Pokemon Go is still strong, and it's such a beautiful game, and it delights me. And I also played Detective Pikachu Returns.
Oh,
Uh yes, I was playing Pokemon Go, and I was like, I am enjoying this so much that I think maybe I'm gonna buy like a real Pokemon game and play a Pokemon game. Because I've never played a proper Pokemon game. I've played Pokemon Go and I've played
really?
Detective Pikachu. Yeah, and that's all the Pokemon I've ever played.
Wow, interesting.
So my boss, he's played Pokemon all his life. That's something that he's always played.
Big into okay.
Yeah, and I asked him for a recommendation for like where to start. And he recommended Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee on the Switch as a good place to jump in. So we go to Target. Arch and I go to Target. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pick up a video game. And we go, and I'm like, okay, there's Let's Go Pikachu. And then I bought Detective Pikachu Returns instead. Because Detective Pikachu is my favorite. I love Detective Pikachu. And I started it, and it's adorable. It's so cute. It's like a little combination of visual novel and point and click adventure game, and it's just wholesome and joyful, and I really enjoy Detective Pikachu. So
That's
fun
good.
times.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
So
surprised that you don't have any Fallout gameplay.
I don't think I do. It's been a while since I've played any Fallout 76.
That's shocking.
Um,
That is shocking to me.
yeah, and
Is it
they've
because did
got
you
this
burn
whole
yourself out on Fosnot? Is that what happened?
No, it's a lot of the reason is because of my dumb PC being
Oh yeah,
dumb.
that's right.
And there is currently like this whole Mothman event going on, and Archin's been wanting me to play with him, but I just haven't logged on.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also been meaning to play Fallout London, but I haven't gotten that done either.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
um I've been playing Pokemon Go like obsessively.
Rick
So
was saying Fallout London is fantastic, and I hope that he is going to be around next Friday for that Fallout show so he can talk about his
I
experience
hope so
playing.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got.
Awesome. Well, that's pretty much a show, everyone. Thank you for watching and listening. Don't forget, we are sponsored by Oak and Crow Coffee. If you head on over to oakandcrow.com, you can pick up a bag of We Just Love Coffee blend, and $2 from that blend goes to $2 from every purchase of that blend goes to the Children's Miracle Network. It's been a long time since I borked that. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, email us at info@wejustlovegames.com. You can find us on various social media platforms. We are on facebook.com/wejustlovegames, facebook.com/group/wejustlovegames. We're on Discord as well. That is the best place to get a hold of us, but also the best place to find out about what's going on in the community. We record the show live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on twitch.tv/wejustlovegames. We love you. Thank you all for listening live. And if you haven't been able to catch a live show lately, that's okay. We're on YouTube, iTunes, Apple, Spotify, etc. Please like, subscribe. Thank you all for listening. And Shalene, your last word.
Happy early birthday to in studio producer Archin. I love you,
Ooh,
dear.